Hey, 3, 2, 1 me.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1 me.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, I'm just kidding, y'all. Episode 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Hey, now you know.
okay.
FGP on the motherfucking scene here with my man Brad. Talk to the people, man. Talk to the people.
What's going on?
We like we was talking about off camera, man. I met you like over 2 years ago,
Yep.
and just the energy from the jump, man. I knew you were, a great, genuine dude, and from the next day, I think we burned one, and sold. I bought some vintage, and
Yeah.
just been
Did some business.
every time I come through, I try to shop and try to stop in, and just really just see you, and
Yeah.
it's
Ever
definitely
since I met you, it was a genuine. Yeah. I
yeah.
met him in the most random place, and I got into an altercation with his friend, and despite that, he was still cool. Came over the next day and bought a bunch of clothes and shit from me. Every time he comes through to town, he passed through. It's real shit.
Yeah. We got to talk about it, man.
True hustler too. I remember you guys would fucking buy vintage from me and then go out in front of the Red Stadium.
Yeah, the fucking Red
Real-
Stadium. We went to
real as fuck.
the one mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Tore
got
stuff outside. I was like, dude, I respect the
we
hell
got
out of
kicked
that.
out. It sucked, but what can you do? You keep shooting. That's why we was talking about earlier. Keep fucking shooting,
Yeah, just keep
because
shooting.
eventually
Something's gonna make it.
ESPN's gonna share that
They'll
30-point
make
game
They'll make
eventually.
something.
But yeah, we got to talk about the last time we were here. I know you was flipping cars. You was really doing your shit.
Yeah.
But now you're doing an even bigger way, running two businesses.
Yeah.
The pizza joint and talk about both of them honestly.
So me and my lady own a pizza place in Florence, Kentucky called Poseidons Pizza, and also we own a bar up a little north of that called Boswells in north side of Cincinnati. Definitely a lot different than selling cars, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's a lot more work.
Yeah, yeah, that's an understatement. Pizza place is really cool and it's fun and very straightforward. With the bars, a lot different. Yeah, but it's still fun.
So if
It's only been 2 months, so I'm learning a lot as I go. Never been a bar owner, so
if Dave Portnoy is coming to
yes, I'm ready
is
for it.
he's
I'm ready for
the
it.
pizza review. He's ready. He said,
Yeah, I'm Italian, so
yeah.
I've made the pizza a lot better. We've got now.
You hear that? Barstool Sports, we tagging you. El Presidente, we tagging you. We let them know.
Let's go. Come see us.
I don't have a good arm. I have a bad shoulder surgery. I would have been in the big leagues if I didn't have shoulder surgery. I hit like 420 as a freshman all the way through. I could hit a ball a country mile. This place, cash only. Look at that pie. Makes me want to fucking cry, frankly.
What is one thing you love about the pizza business and just being like a business owner?
I love that, like, despite what you're doing, even when if you care, you're going to do well. Like, if you care about your customers, you care about the people you're serving, you're going to do well. If you don't, you're not, and that's always going to be the truth. So it holds more true now that I'm able to serve people food. Like I care about the stuff I put in my in our pizza and our food, and it shows.
Yeah,
it's a good business. It's fine.
Hey, speaking of consistent, man, we talk about good fatherhood.
Yeah,
that's you, man. Ever since I feel like the one thing I really loved about you, when we first met, was how excited you were to like show me your son, and how excited I was to kind of like show you my daughter, and that just was like, okay, this dude, I'm gonna have him at a cookout one day. He's gonna be at some type of event where we're coming back, and
absolutely,
and that's what I love. What is some of the things that you've noticed, as a father, with your son watching you you handle these businesses and tackle it.
They're always watching everything, and
Sponges.
Yeah, yep, and they will show you every weakness of yours. But I have my son half the time, and it's very fun, but very challenging sometimes too to juggle that and everything else. I do find myself out of balance sometimes, and I'll get frustrated because I don't spend enough time. But that's just that's what it is.
The glass is always half full.
Yeah, you can always think it's going to be greener on the other side. It's not always true.
Yeah.
It's a lot more simple than you think.
So speaking of that, it's almost like a piece of advice or a quote. But what is something that you've learned along the way that you think that really helps you kind of keep pushing forward?
Discipline. You just don't. Who gives a fuck? You work. Don't fucking. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Keep working. You hear that? Like, that's it. Don't. You know what I mean?
Just keep fucking shooting.
Yeah, who cares? I mean, life sucks and you die, dude. Keep working. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Life is unfortunate for all of us, all shapes and sizes. It does not matter. So just boo-hoo and keep working. Yeah. I don't want to go to work sometimes, but it's just how it is, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, hard work will always pay off. Like, don't get in that state of mind like, oh, I'm doing all this. It's not. It will eventually pay off. The only thing is your bad attitude.
Was it as easy as it looked?
No, sir. No, sir, it wasn't.
You hear that at home, right? You hear that at home, everybody.
Yeah.
If you don't, rewind that motherfucker and really soak in what he's saying.
Get out of bed.
Quit being a pussy.
Fucking. Nothing happens when you're in bed. Nothing happens at all. You gotta wake up. Be ready. Be happy to wake up. Be happy to go to your shitty job. And if you're worth more than demand your worth and leave and go find something better. And that's just
Yeah.
Know your worth too.
So before you come back here with another lame ass offer, I want you to think real hard about what your spine is worth, Mr. Walker. Or what you might expect someone to pay you for your uterus, Miss Sanchez. Then you take out your calculator and you multiply that number by 100. Anything less than that is a waste of our time.
Start fucking taking those shots, y'all.
Yeah.
You think about doing a podcast? Start it.
Yeah.
Shoot that shit.
It's fun.
You think
I've never done this. Cool.
Yeah, it's chill, man. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, it sounds really like there's a lot of pressure. Yeah, like there's gonna be fucking lights on me, and this guy's gonna fucking. Yeah. Oh no, that wasn't the funniest thing. Boo! You know, like ain't nobody doing that shit. We're the stars of the fucking show.
Yeah, just saying what comes to your head. And
yeah,
script here.
Yeah. So obviously we just got some vintage pieces. I'm gonna be showing those off on the page. Where did the passion come for vintage? Did you always?
That was my first hustle.
Yeah. Where did that come from?
Me and my brother used to go to like flea markets and stuff like that. And the kid I actually went to high school with was telling us about these like we used to go to it's called a place called Trader's World, but we used to frequent places like that.
Go there.
And try to find shit to sell.
Yeah.
I used to sell laptops. I mean, anything I could find.
Yeah.
I'm poor as fuck. So, that's just how it is. But,
gotta get it. You said,
Yeah. But we struck some gold when I was like 18. I'm 31 now. So, long time ago. But my first little coming onto money, we found a bunch of like vintage hats. This old Asian lady had tens of thousands of new with the tag snapback hats. And I started putting them on eBay and selling them. And I got approached by like people who owned, like I had this guy, he owned a store called Still. It's out in La Brea, California, but he'd sell like these hats to people out out there in
top
LA, out in LA. So like quickly I seen how much that shit was actually worth, but I was buying them for like $2 or $3 a piece.
Yeah,
I would sell them online for 20 or plus,
just a couple bucks just to get keep them rotating in and out.
Yeah, that was kind of my first coming on to money, and then. I've tried other things, but that was my first love. That's why anytime, it's still a hobby of mine.
Yeah,
I still have my store online and all that stuff. It's hard to tend to it with all the other stuff going on.
Yeah, we talked about it a little off camera. Kind of how he got approached me. I was wearing this 1996 Ozzy shirt at the Mockbee.
Oh yeah,
and I remember he approached me. It was just like, bro, that's a fire ass shirt. And I was like, bro, you fuck with vintage, and it was just like. It was like finding my brother from like kindergarten. Like you, where have you been all my life?
Right.
Like we fucking had Miss Bradshaw.
And I had no business being at that show or anything. I was just I was randomly invited and all that shit. So it was cool as fuck.
Meant to fucking be.
Yeah,
hey,
absolutely.
he's definitely, like I said, he's invited to everything. And if you fucking say one bad word about Brad, I will break your fucking femur. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hell yeah.
Got a little dark.
I love the support.
Got a little dark there for a second. Sorry, but we love Brad and this motherfucker. So, having the option to come by late at night, and be able to see you and shit before I take off tomorrow. Like that was the main goal. I wanted to make sure I come through, pay homage and really keep this relationship going, man. Because
I was that's weird. I was actually just thinking about you like a week or so ago. I was like, am I ever going to see that dude again? Weird as fuck.
Yeah. People don't forget.
No.
People don't forget.
Calm down, Greg. It's soccer. It's soccer.
Fuck you, man.
Hey, Greg, why don't you go piss your pants again?
That was like 8 years ago, asshole.
People don't forget.
Close this thing out. What is one, message you want to say for 2024? And anybody who's fucking on the couch,
stay hard, motherfucker. Stay hard.
Stay fucking hard. Mic
Stay
drop.
hard, motherfucker.